Myron at Zuk's Off-Road. I thought I'd give you a tour of the shop today. It's a mess. We're a very busy shop. I almost said busy. It's a very busy shop here at Zuk's Off-Road. So this is where I take the orders. This is where I talk to most people. This is where the guys will line up to talk to me about what we're going to be working on. So let's take a look at everything. This is for Donnie. I'm finishing his relocator. Ship that out Monday, Donnie. Harley Davidson carburetors. We have quite a few of them for my side and turbo orders. I'm going to ask all of you that watch this video to call your local Harley Davidson dealer and ask them if they have a 27934-99. I'm going to put that in the description. If they have one of these in stock, let me know. I'll send you the money to buy one for me because they won't ship into my area. That's a new Harley Davidson policy. And these are back ordered until April of 2025 after I just spent $6,000 on getting all kinds of my side parts, blocks. I got lots of blocks. We'll show you the inventory upstairs. Anyways, if anyone's got any Harley Davidson carburetors in stock at any Harley dealer, let me know. And then, of course, I've got some customers. Now, this fella here, this is really a cool guy. He's going to be doing a video for me in Hawaii, and I've got something really special going for him. He bought a used my side kit, which, by the way, these have really high resale value. So they sell with the carburetor for almost as much as I make them for. But I'm going to do something special for him, so he sent it to me. And he's going to shoot a video for us with some customers out in Hawaii that have a lot of our stuff out there. Hawaiians are just wonderful people, and they love to wheel just like all of us. Over here is where I make the choke cables for the Harley Davidsons. We get our cables from a company I knew when I was a teenager. I used to work for Fax Animation, building animation machines when I was 17 years old. And right next to us was a company called Flanders. And today we buy our cables from Flanders and make really long Harley Davidson cables. This is where we do the transmissions and the T-cases. It's kind of messy back here, but we have a number of transmissions and T-cases going. And we are going to be doing that part 2 on the T-case here pretty soon. It's just that we got really busy, so we do a lot of these. We have a lot of good Japanese parts. This particular fellow, for instance, this one, see, he blew out the front of his cover. We have these brand new from Japan. We have real Suzuki counter shafts. So we have castings. I love the Suzuki business. You guys know that. And so we're trying to do everything we can do. Now, I've told you for a long time I've been trying to get out of motors. So we're going to take a long walk over here to the motors. A lot of turbo part stuff came in. So we're going to put that in inventory. This stuff is so expensive. You're looking at about $500-600 right there, just on the corner there, to get our turbo kits out. We're working on YJ kits. We'll get in the weld shop here in a minute. We're going to finish this batch of YJs probably, I'd say, in the next 10 days, and they're almost all sold already. All our great YJ kits. Okay, this is where we do engines over here. This is my little engine room. As you can see over there, we have a lot of finished stuff in bags. Those are heads for various engines, blocks everywhere. Over here I've got a bunch of cores. Here's my Honda project. I haven't been doing much with the Honda K because I have been so busy. But this is where the engine stuff happens. And you know, it's kind of weird. I've been trying to get out of engines for almost 2 years now, and people still keep begging me to do motors, so I keep doing them. Obviously, we have an engine bay over there, and we work on, or excuse me, we have a lift over here, so we're working on people's cars. And I try to keep the white truck out of the weather because it's not finished yet. This is what I call the shipping department. It gets to be a real mess when we're just packaging stuff and getting stuff out of here. A lot of you may not have known, but I used to work for Fairbanks Moore Scales. I was the youngest electronic truck technician in the world back in Bakersfield, California, so I have a couple of old Fairbanks Moore scales that I use. Over here is the machine shop. This is where I do all the brass, and what I'm working on right now is I'm working on the ends for the cradles, because we're going to be making 50 more cradles here real soon. This is where we also make this lathe right here. We machine the balls for our hybrid axles. Got a lot of old orders for hybrid axles. Good news, guys, is that we're ready to get that stuff on the lathe and start manufacturing those. This lathe, crazy lathe, man. I remember, I think I got this around 2005 with another mill I don't have anymore. But these parts aren't available for this old stuff, so I have to make it start by spinning it, which is kind of dangerous. But it still works, so we still make it work. This I picked up from a fellow that is no longer on earth. He actually rented my second building to us, our second shop. And it was an old machine shop guy named Jimmy. We used to go fishing with Jimmy, but it's really cool that I have this old Comet. We have had this for probably a decade, and I think it was made in the 80s, but it's still very precision. Our old bandsaw, gosh, this bandsaw, we must have cut, I don't know, 100,000 cuts on this bandsaw, and it just keeps trucking, so that's good. And this right here is the world's most dangerous machine. I made this. This is a tubing notcher, and we do our own tubing bending and stuff like that here. But this machine, it could chew you up and turn you into hamburgers so quick. But I made this out of an old surface grinder, and as you can see right there, that's an 1.5 inch hog mill. Nothing's going to stop that from turning. If you had your arm in there, it'd chew it up. So my side 2s are coming up. I didn't make them for a long time now. These little blocks right here are the secret to making a my side 2. This is why we bore into the side of that intake manifold and make it really a true side draft system. And so inside these blocks right here are a whole bunch of these. I'm going to cut those blocks up here pretty soon. Next thing I got to do is make tire carriers. This is where the bearings go in. In fact, I really need to get these going. Might have to do those today. On the floor there's a bunch of steel here. This is all going to be tire carriers. And then of course this big pile here is all hybrid axles. Let's go over to the weld shop. We have turned out of this room probably somewhere around 1,000 bumpers, probably 2,000, 3,000 cradles. Oh gosh, what else are we making here? The YJ kits, we make, here you see they're putting together all the YJ kits, again all these shackles. The fellows I have welding for me now, Corey Miller and Ryan Miller, brothers, they really have been doing a really good job here. Really happy to have those boys. Hybrid axles we're working on, and then good news is for the turbo customers, we're actually going to be shipping turbos next week. I was waiting on a couple of our special pitot tubes, and thanks a lot to Trevor. You know, we were so busy that we were putting this in the wrong spot, so we had to fix this one. And so let's go up and take a look at the inventory upstairs and kind of get an idea of all the kind of stuff we have here. So much stuff. Here are U-bolts. We got our U-bolts made in America. Back side of the engine room here. Alright, be careful coming up these stairs. Alright, as you can see there, we're starting to get a whole bunch of my sides ready for shipping. This is where I keep my Suzuki Samurai TK's genuine stuff from Sumo. Got castings, differential stuff. Remember the crabs? They've been around for a really long time. We got crabs, more turbo stuff. Look at all these logs. So we'll be shipping a lot of turbos here. Finally get caught up on turbos. How cool is that? And that's what we're trying to do, is really build up our inventory so that we can ship stuff faster. So again, thank you for watching the video. Go wheeling, be safe. Don't forget to subscribe and click down below. Tell us what you're thinking about our videos and what you'd like us to see. Go wheeling, be safe, and subscribe.